This season, each player got an iPad. It helps differently with learning our playbook and helping to get an upper hand on the team that we're going to play that week.
Each week they get their playbook material as well as the ability to go on Huddle and watch video.
Anywhere there's Wi-Fi or internet connection, we can just be able to watch film of the other team.
To be honest with you, it's made my life a lot easier. You used to have to be tied to, a desktop. And now what you find is you're constantly walking around with your iPad. Even if you're waiting for a meeting to start, you're watching 15 minutes or 20 minutes of film, and the collective result of that is preparation and ultimately the process we're trying to teach them.
My name is Hugo Delaphena Jr., and I play safety, primarily on special teams. When I watch film, I usually do it right before I go to bed because it helps me relax, get my mind off things. It kind of slows my mind down, and then I could process it better. So I watch probably about an hour.
Hugo is a great example of what we're trying to teach all of our players. The time that he's putting in off the field is really translating to his success on the field.
From my time here, I've seen Hugo go from an average scout team player to a playmaker on a scout team, which eventually got him a shot on special teams.
He was doing great on the scout team. Every coach kept recognizing him. It made him the scout team player of the week. It gets brought to my attention. I'm seeing him on the field. I'm impressed by it. I say, you know what, I got to find, the game means too much for him. I got to find something that this guy can do to help our team.
Coach Golden's right. Playing football for the Hurricanes, it means everything to me. This is my dream school since I was 6 years old to come here, and I've always wanted to play for the University of Miami. I never really got any big-time offers, and I just wanted to make it happen to come here. So even getting accepted, I still have my acceptance letter to the school to this day because that was one of the biggest achievements of my life, and playing football is just like the icing on the cake.
Hugo is one of those guys I look at he feels like, he's blessed to be here, as we all should, but, he kind of takes that to another, level. The journey to get to Miami was a little bit more difficult than for most others, I would say. A lot of people have their family and their friends that help them with all the parts of applying to college and getting to college. For me, my family was a little different than everyone else because the majority of people in my family live in so many different places, it's hard for them to be able to help out with things like that. And I kind of had to do it by myself. But I had a help from a lot of different people. Definitely my godmother, because she was the main person that's always been in my life, all my life. My high school coach, Lenaric Thomas, he was honestly the only person athletic-wise that believed I can make this happen. My best friend, Marcus Lewis, he is at the Naval Academy. He's honestly the reason I have my work ethic, I can say. My dad, I wear his last name, and I definitely want my family to know that they contributed in this. They might not think it, but all of them had their parts. And my little brother, I want him to know I'm thinking about him. I'd be here all day if I mentioned all the people. And they know who they are, so I don't want them to feel like I left them out, because everybody's contribution means the same, no matter how big or small.
It does surprise me that he thanks a lot of people. Since he got the opportunity, he's grateful for it. He's thanking everyone left and right here.
The team is like my new family, because not only did I invest a lot in them, but they've invested a lot in me, because it's been everything to know that they believed in me also.
Punted away to Stacey Coley.
Hugo was on the field when we had an 80-yard punt return the other day, which really speaks to our confidence in him and his ability to execute.
Coley has midfield, and he has nobody in front of him. There goes Coley racing down the field.
I'm running down the field the whole way, just exhilarated for my team, because it was a play I was part of that could help us win the game.
Hugo, while we're on the sideline or even in the game, he's very encouraging. If he sees me do something wrong or make a bad read, he'll just talk to me, and he just tries to give me little pointers here and there. He's always looking for, what can I fix, what can I do to, get myself better and most importantly, get the people around me better.
I just make sure that all the young guys know that just because you're not a starting safety, linebacker, corner, or quarterback, that your role is just as important as everyone else on the team, because without you, that's a missing part.
Every program has those guys where they just want to be the starter. They just want to be the guy, but they don't want to execute those roles along the way. And what's happening is guys like Hugo step in and say, hey, I know you're not really into it, but I'm going to take the job because it means something to me. So you're seeing that manifest itself on the field by Hugo preparing really hard, giving great effort, and then ultimately executing his role on special teams.
For Edwards, you're going to make him return it. Between the hash marks at the 5, to the 10, to the 15, hit once, hit twice, spins out of it. Rogers has got him, but he's out to the 25-yard line.
At that point, we were down, and it seemed like people were deflating. So I wanted to make sure everyone knew we still had a chance. Like, we always have a chance to win the game.
They'll take a knee, and that's all for Miami in Durham, North Carolina.
After the game, I definitely was disappointed because I knew we could have done a lot better. I started thinking about those plays where I could have done something different, or I could have watched more film, or I could have done something, or I could have told somebody about something, or I could have helped in some way.
Okay, look at me now. All right, we invested a lot in this. We invested a lot in this game. I want you to know I appreciate how much we invested in this game.
Coach Golden, when he says he appreciates our investment, it shows that he sees the work we put in, and he doesn't want us to think it goes unnoticed.
Winners invest regardless of the circumstance, and obviously we've had some adversity of late, and I just wanted to let them know that, I know it's frustrating because we didn't win, but don't think for a second it was because, you didn't invest or you didn't try to do things the right way. You did do things the right way. We just didn't execute well enough to win. But I did want to make sure I separate the preparation from the outcome, because ultimately you have to execute on game day to get the outcome that you want.
I'm definitely going to keep reinvesting because obviously I want more roles, more ways I can help the team, I'm going to continue to watch film and play with passion and play with the heart and emotion that got me to this point. And it'll continue to remain the same no matter what adversity we face. I'll never quit.